And thanks for joining us tonight. A major announcement today for high school sports in our area. The Big 8 Conference says there will be no sanctioned sports this fall. We have team coverage tonight. Sports director Zach Hanley in studio and Maddie O'Neill live in Middleton. Let's start with Zach with an update on what the conference is saying. Zach?
Well, the Big 8 Conference is one of the biggest conferences in the state, and they said that this fall they're not playing conference competitions. So there won't be a Madison Memorial versus Madison West football game or a Middleton versus Sun Prairie Girls volleyball match. However, non-conference games are still on the table, and Big 8 schools will be able to practice. They just have to do it however classes are held, either in person or virtual. Now, all this could change depending on what the WIAA decides on Thursday when they discuss fall sports.
All right, Zach, thank you. And the Big 8 says its decision is because not all members would be able to participate fully, with the majority of schools deciding to go all virtual at the start of the school year. And that includes Madison and Sun Prairie schools, along with the Middleton Cross Plains District, which just made that decision last night. And that's where we find Madeline O'Neill with what schools are saying tonight. Maddie?
Well, a district spokesperson told me they would have loved to have a regular fall sports season here in Middleton if they could do so safely, which they say this year is not the case. The brand new stadium in Sun Prairie likely won't have the debut many had in mind, at least not this year.
It's definitely been very difficult on a lot of families.
While Sun Prairie School District Athletic Director Eric Nee says coaches formed a game plan 2 weeks ago to be ready to start off the fall season. The tide of the pandemic is forcing schools in the Big 8 Conference to reroute.
It's hard, but in the big scheme of things, when you look at, the number of cases every day, people dying, again.
Perry Hibner, spokesperson for the Middleton Cross Plains School District, says they're in a holding pattern, waiting for guidance to see if there are opportunities for small group instruction or virtual training.
We all feel awful about this. We really do. We wish there was some way to make this work.
Tackling this strange year in Sun Prairie means online training using a number of platforms, according to Nee.
It's just like we're doing right now, Zoom meetings, meeting with the kids, very similar to a normal practice, and giving them instruction just like they would be getting in the classroom.
While Big 8 student athletes won't be hitting the field as usual this fall, there are options the WIAA can consider to push the fall sports season into the spring.
And spring sports this summer for the 2021 school year, in the hopes that it will buy us some time.
The schools I spoke with say they hope the WIAA meeting on Thursday provides some more guidance for them. Now, as Zach mentioned, the Big 8's decision does allow for some non-conference games if schools so choose. For example, if schools outside Dane County, such as Beloit and Janesville, would like to schedule games, that's possible if the health guidance there is different.
All right, so a lot to be worked out here. Maddie O'Neill, live Middleton. Maddie, thank you.